Welcome everyone, Mark Lidbetter here with another edition of Judgement Calls. And today we're going to be talking about a podcast, but more importantly, what it represents to feminine hockey here in the province. And I'm being joined by Isabelle Ethier, who is the originator and the moderator of the Femme de Hockey podcast.
Exactly.
Isabelle, I want to welcome you and thanks for joining me.
It's a real pleasure. Thank you, Mark, for having me.
Now, the Femme de Hockey podcast, this was your creation. What was the germination of this idea to create a podcast?
There's so many things behind that, but first of all, I'm very passionate about sports in general, and especially in hockey. I'm involved since I grew up. I was a kid. My brother played hockey. My father was a coach, and I grew up with them. I went Saturday night hockey game. The Canadian of Montreal was always part of my tradition, so it's something very important for me. The last couple of years, I was very involved with my nephew. The hockey development for him now is a goalie in the major league, and I was a little bit more involved with him at the midget AAA hockey league in Quebec. And the last year, I had this wonderful contract with the midget AAA hockey league in Quebec, and I had the opportunity to go around the province and meet with all the teams and people surround. And I realized during those times that there's so many women involved. And it's not only guys who likes the sports and especially hockey, and there's so much more people who like to hear about it, talk about it. And for me, the most important thing was to acknowledge the place of women in hockey. If we think at it, there's 100,000 players, well, guys and girls, across the province. So if we think at it, how many women are involved? The mothers, the sister, the aunt, the grandmother, all the volunteers. So I feel like I needed to do something. I went on a website on Google, and I was trying to find something about it. And there was nothing. It's not in French, not in Quebec. There were some of it in the USA for Hockey Mom. There were some of platform for women hockey players. But to talk to all those women, the volunteers, the people, the coachee, the players, the women, the girls, there was no one. So that's where I decided to create the podcast and the website.
And I guess the importance is you want to shine a light on all these people and the hours that they put into the dedication of the game.
Exactly. And every week at fam.hockey, it's more on Facebook, but anyways, the most important thing is we bring to light those women. So from the community, they propose us a woman, then we bring lights to them, we talk about their experience, and we gave them a beautiful gift.
Now, also, one of your recent ones, it had to be a big thrill for you. I understand you got to speak with Madame Beliveau.
Yes, Madame Beliveau. Actually, I had the mother and the daughter.
Ah, so what was that like? What did you find out in that one that you filmed that people can go and see?
With this interview, my primary goal was to pay tribute to that wonderful lady. She was always there next to her husband. She still, when he passed away, unfortunately, she was still going to the game, always cheering for the guys. And I was there at the Bell Center at the night of the memorial for Jean Beliveau. And it was a special moment in my life because I realized at that moment, then it's not because you're a woman, you know the expression behind a man, you can be beside. And that woman brings me this idea of everyone, you have to be a team. And so when I was talking with her, she come up and told me, yeah, that's right. We were a real team. Even though when they started together, it's not in the interview, but she told me at the end of the moment we spent together, she said, Isabelle, you're right. You make me realize when I started with Jean, I was always putting myself behind him, thinking this is his spotlight. I don't have to be there. It's his moment. And he was always taking his hand and bringing her back in the front because for him, it was important to have her next to him. So for me, it's very important to say, like, like in sport right now, and even it's different, the men and women, it's important to be a team in that. And with the kids, with minor hockey, when you grow up, it's something you do in partnership, the father, the mother, and when you're a spouse as well, when you're a kid of a hockey player or a coach, it's all part of the family, because hockey is not only played on ice, it's in your life. So that's what came up with it. And also did I meet with Hélène Béliveau, which is an incredible person. I discovered that woman at that moment.
It had to be very emotional doing it. And as the moderator, I guess you had to check yourself a couple of times, I would imagine, when you're...
Oh, I cried. I cried. I have to tell you, it was even the first time I called Madame Béliveau, I started crying, because for me it was a dream come true. When I started the podcast and the website, people were asking me, who will be the big catch for you? Who will be the woman who inspire you and you want to meet with? And it was always Madame Elise Béliveau, for what she represents, why she's standing, because she's a woman of character, you know. She still, we see her, even though at this moment, her husband quit playing in 71, I think, if I do remember correctly. And kids at 6, 7 years old go to her in the street and ask her to have an autograph, a hug, because they know who she is. So I feel like it was very important for me, as I'm not a hockey player. I'm a fan. I'm not a hockey mom as well. I'm a hand. And she was representing me like hockey is for everyone. She's a really good demonstration of that.
And moving forward, is there somebody on your wish list that you would like to try and get to have as a guest? Are we connected again? I think I lost you.
At Le Rendezvous Femmes d'Hockey, we receive... Oh.
Here we are.
Yeah, now we're connected again, but you're not moving your freeze.
That happened the other time. Let's see. I hate technology. Have I unfrozen on your end yet?
You're back.
Perfect. I must have had a 2-minute penalty for delay of game. Are we good?
For me, it's good. I don't know if you see me or I'm freezing.
Technology is wonderful when it works. But
me, I have the cable plugged in my computer, so it should be, maybe it's on from your side.
Yeah.
I know.
Now, is there a guest that you would like to have that's on your wish list that you would say, I want to target to get this person on?
There's so many of them. And you know, at Le Rendezvous Femmes d'Hockey, we also receive men, because to acknowledge the place of women in hockey, it's important. We have to discuss this with hockey players and also with women. So there's, for sure, there are some of them that I would like to have. I think at Sidney Crosby, the woman of the mother of Sidney Crosby will be a really good way to learn about this guy.
Yeah.
Mario Lemieux is one of those players, and we love. I was thinking also at P.K. Subban mother. She's a mother of 3. She might face some difficulty in the stand, so I think it will be something very interesting. Closest to us, for sure, there's Véronique Cloutier, that I'm thinking of, because she's a real femme d'hockey. Not because she really loves hockey, it's about her husband, is into hockey all the time and sports, so that's something that could be fun as well.
Excellent. Well, if anybody wants to find the podcast, where will they go? How will they find it?
There's the website, femme.hockey. Yeah. There's no .com. We're .hockey, all the way hockey. There's also Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, femme.hockey.
Perfect. And I appreciate you being here with me today. Even we had our little technical glitch.
No problem.
I want to get the message out there because, you know, there are so many talented and dedicated women in the sport, and men that support them as well. And I'm glad you're getting their stories out there. And so for now, this is Mark Lidbetter, sports editor of the Suburban newspaper. You know where to find me, sports@thesuburban.com. And again, my judgment call on this one, check out Femme de Hockey, the podcast. Isabelle's doing a great job in getting this information out there and very entertaining. And until next time, everybody, keep your stick on the ice.